Alright guys, so today's video we'll be talking about the Oraimo Hotspot Elf review. This is a universal 4G mobile Wi-Fi with a lot of fantastic features which I'll be talking about in this video. And in case you don't know what this little thing can do for you, then let me just tell you in a jiffy. It is a mobile Wi-Fi that can connect you to the internet on the go anywhere at any time. I've been using this guy for the past 4 days and there are a lot of things I can tell you about this Oraimo Hotspot Elf. Without wasting much of your time, if you are new here, please subscribe to the channel and let's get down to business. Let's start with the price. The price of this Oraimo Hotspot Elf goes for 21,000 Naira here in Nigeria, which is equivalent to about 28 US dollars as of the time of posting this video. You can actually get it cheaper by using the discount code right on the screen or down in the description box below. This is going to give you 5% discount off this 21,000 Naira. Thank you for using the discount code. Let's continue with the rest of the video. Moving over to the unboxing, I've done the unboxing and setup video. You can check up there in the card above in case you missed that. Now let's talk about the build quality and design. This Oraimo MiFi comes with a glossy finishing at the top with the power button by the side. Flipping it to the other side, you are going to see the Oraimo branding with a matte finishing. With that being said, this is going to last you for a long period of time if you are not using the glossy face on hard surfaces. So this way it won't scratch over time. It is very lightweight in the hand that you can see. I can hold it in my hands like this and it is not something heavy. When I weighted this guy, it weighs just 112 grams only. You can keep it anywhere you like. You can put it in your pocket, you can put it in your bag, you can put it anywhere. Just keep it somewhere safe. I'll be talking about putting it in your pocket and the overheating issue later on in the video. At the front of this Oraimo MiFi, you are going to see 4 LEDs: power, the signal, the Wi-Fi, and the battery LEDs. It shows red, orange, and green just to tell you what is happening to the Oraimo MiFi at each point in time. So you can check the manual for their status and their meaning of these LEDs. Now let me tell you about my experience with this Oraimo Hotspot Elf. The first one is connection. Oraimo claims that this guy can connect up to 10 devices at the same time. I don't have up to 10 devices, so I was able to connect 5 devices, that is 4 mobile phones and 1 laptop, and it worked fine. There was no issue. When I was doing the testing, everything was going on fine and nice. But I noticed that the network speed reduced a bit when I connected my laptop to it. And I started streaming and doing some stuff. So if you are connecting it to just 1 or 2 devices, the network speed will be okay and stable. But as time goes on and you connect other stuff to it, like more laptops or more gadgets to it, it's going to reduce the network speed a bit. And the maximum network speed you can get on this Oraimo MiFi is 144 megabytes per second, which is great. The second point I'll be talking about this MiFi is the battery life. So if you want to know how long it lasts on a single charge, there are a lot of things I'm going to be sharing with you and I'll just have to break it into smaller pieces. Now let's start with the charging first. If you want to charge this Oraimo MiFi, it will take you 3 hours if you are using 5V 2 amps adapter and cable to charge it up. Please don't fast charge. Don't use 30 watts adapter and charger to charge this guy up. Though I don't have any issue with mine and I have not seen anybody talking about it, but if you use something like fast charging on this guy, it's going to ruin it. The battery capacity of this Oraimo MiFi is 2,920 milliamperes. And Oraimo claims that this guy can last you for 13 hours. I don't know how Oraimo did their testing. Maybe they connected 1 device or 2 devices or 3 devices to it during their testing. But during my testing, I connected to 2 devices and I observed it. Now, this guy lasted me from 9:30 a.m. till 7:30 p.m. That is 10 hours straight. If you ask me, is that okay? Guy, it is impressive. I have not used a MiFi that have lasted me that long. Most of them last for 6 hours, 5 hours, like the MTN 5,000 Naira MiFi. It is about 1,500 milliamperes. So you can compare that to this Oraimo MiFi. This lasts longer than those ones. Mind you, I use the short Wi-Fi coverage and the battery saving mode on this guy during my testing. So in case you want to get that kind of long hours, then you can use the battery saving mode and also short Wi-Fi. There's no reason using long Wi-Fi coverage when you'll be using it in an office or in your home. What about the network speed? Okay, I've said it earlier that the network speed of this Oraimo MiFi is 144 megabytes per second. So if you are someone that has a very good network presence in your area, like for example, I'm using MTN here and I have masks all around me, so I was able to get at least that 144 megabytes, which is the maximum, and sometimes it's just shake down to 130 and sometimes it's dropped a little bit, but so far so good. It has been very stable and I really like it. Talking about the network band, there are some things you need to know also in this area. So if you are in Nigeria, we have some telecommunication companies like MTN, Airtel, Glo, Etisalat, and the rest. I've tested all the network that we have here. It worked perfectly fine with all of them. So whatever network or SIM you are using, just put it in this Oraimo MiFi and it's going to work fine for you. This guy is mono Wi-Fi band. That means it has only 2.4 gigahertz. You can't switch in between 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz. It's just only 2.4 gigahertz, and that is just it. Another thing worth noting about this Oraimo MiFi is that it supports 3G and 4G. So if you are in a 3G coverage area, it's going to work fine for you, and if you are in a 4G area, it's going to work fine for you. In fact, you have the freedom to switch between 3G and 4G if you go to the Wi-Fi user interface, that is the web user interface, and you can switch it to 3G, you can switch it to 4G, but I prefer 4G because it is faster than 3G. So far you have network in that area that uses 3G or 4G, this is going to work for you. But if you are in another country that is not Nigeria, please first of all ask your network provider for the band they are using and check if this guy supports it. You can see the list on the screen right now, and you can pause this video just to see if it truly supports your network in your country. Let's talk about the range and ease of use. Setting up this Oraimo MiFi is very easy. You have any issue whatsoever, just download the Translink app, and if you're an iPhone user, you can only use the web-based app. For Android users, you can use the Translink app and you can use the web-based user interface. When it comes to the range of connectivity, you are going to get 10 meters of stable connection in an open space. But if you are using it in your house or in your office, then it depends on how strong the bricks are. If you have a lot of bricks between you and this MiFi, it's going to drop. But if you are just in a 1 or 2 brick separation, it's still going to work very well for you. It is very good, and I don't have any issue with the connection range and the Wi-Fi strength. It is just okay for a MiFi of this price point. And if you want to have an idea of the uplink speed and downlink speed, this is what I got. From my testing, I noticed that this Oraimo MiFi is better than using my phone as hotspot. During my gameplay, when I'm using my phone as hotspot, it's like in between, most especially if I'm playing my Call of Duty game. Okay, so when I started using this MiFi, I noticed that I only have, maybe in 10 games, I can only have just a glitch in 1 game, and that has improved my gaming skills and ability. So if you are using it for downloading, it is good. So far you are not downloading very heavy files, the speed will be okay. So far you have network signal that is very strong at your place, then and some other factors in between, this guy will work fine for you. Now, does it overheat? During my testing, I didn't notice anything like overheating. I know that this guy will always get warm. It is normal for every MiFi out there to get warm, but when it gets to a temperature that you can't hold it, that means it is hot. It is not hot that I can't use it. Now, when I use 1 or 2 devices with it, that is 2 phones, there's no issue at all. It only gets warm. If you are keeping your MiFi in your pocket, please stop doing that. Reason is because this MiFi gets warm. It's using battery, remember? So it will get warm. Your laps get warm too. And by the time you start moving here and there, heat from your laps, you know, some people have big laps and it generates a lot of heat. So when it combines with this, Oraimo MiFi temperature, it gets hot. I would suggest don't put it in your pocket. You can put it on your desk, you can put it on a table. Good. Those are places that you can keep it. Don't keep it where it is warm already. It will increase the temperature of this guy. It applies to MiFi generally. It's not just only Oraimo MiFi. The issue that I have with this Oraimo MiFi are two. Most of my gadgets from Oraimo and the ones that I use, my mobile phone, all of them are using Type-C. It is only this one that is using micro USB. So I have to be keeping my cable close by. So if I'm using my power bank to power this guy up, I have to make sure I'm holding my micro USB cable. If not, that means once this guy go off, I won't be able to charge it until I get home. And the other side that I have issue is with the charging. It comes on when you are charging it, and I've tried to switch it off so that it won't just, you know, come on while charging, but there is no way to off it. Once you plug it to your power supply, this guy will come on. If you are not connected to it, it's not going to waste your data. You have nothing to worry about. That being said, here is my recommendation. I recommend this for you if you are someone that have 2, 3, 4 devices and a laptop. Fine. If you always live stream, or you do Facebook live streaming, you do YouTube live streaming or other stuff like that, IG, this is good for you. Just get this one. It will give you stable connection and get you connected to the internet without extra cost. You will enjoy it, and people that are watching you will enjoy it. If you are a gamer like me that play Call of Duty, this guy will give you stable connection and you can win a lot of your game. You can win lots of chicken soup and every other stuff like that. And if you want to buy this guy, please use the discount code showing right on your screen. If you have any question that I didn't cover, please drop it down there in the comment section and I'll reply you as soon as possible. Bye for now. Peace.